Well, I'm back from Thanksgiving break and I'm going to do the last video for this season. We've been on a pretty good run. Actually, a really good run. One, two, three, four, 5 straight wins in Serie A. Pretty key because a lot of my competition has been doing very well too. So I just I guess, 2 weeks ago beat Roma away to hop over them to get into third place. Um, and then they drew last week to take them while I won last week against Sampdoria, which knocked them 3 points behind me. So I'm currently in third with a 27 goal differential, and they're in fourth with 3 points behind me with a 22 goal differential. I'm playing AC Milan, so it's going to be a little tight here. If I win, I should be fine. If I draw, I should be fine to hold on to third. If I lose and Roma wins, and there's enough difference in that to usurp our goal differential, then we could be a bit in trouble here. You can see my position throughout the season. We had a good run that took us up to first place for a little bit, and then we've spent most of the season between second and fifth. Dropped down to, I think our lowest place was sixth at some point, but we've been climbing back up the last month of the season here. We were knocked out in the quarterfinals of the Champions Cup by Leicester, and knocked out in the quarterfinal of the Italian Cup by Torino. The Champions Cup final is set between Barcelona and PSG. PSG went ahead and beat Leicester the next week, and then I can't remember who Barcelona beat. Maybe Manchester City, something like that. Anyway, we'll go ahead and get started here. We've been having some really nice success with our inverted triangle 4-5-1 here. I got Homsick back, so I'm going to put him on the bench. He's been injured for about the last month here. Go ahead and show you if I sort by player rating here. My best 3 players are all defenders. They've been very, very good players all season long. Insigne is my best attacker. My 4th best player and 5th best player are also defenders, the 2 left backs that have split time this year. Strinik has played pretty well. I'm going to have to give him some more playing time, I guess. Homfist and Diawara have both had good seasons with, good solid ratings over 7. And then we finally get down to my best striker, which is Milkman. And he has played okay. 12 goals in 27 games for a striker is not great. So, yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and quick pick our lineup here. The computer went ahead and threw Homfist in. So we're going to go ahead and roll with this as our starting lineup, I think. And I've actually realized that with Besic on the bench, I think I've got enough coverage to play. I don't know that I really need to pick up an extra midfielder this offseason. I think I'll be fine going forward with just these 2. I might want to try to pick up a younger guy maybe, because Diawara is getting pretty good, and yeah, maybe I'll pick up a younger guy so that he can eventually replace Besic. How old's Besic here? He was born in 92, so he's only like 24. Yeah, so actually Besic is pretty young as well. Yeah, I guess I really don't need any extra midfielders, because I think between Omar El Kaddouri, I'll probably try to move him because I don't really need him. And Marco Rog hasn't been getting enough playing time, along with Peter Zielinski. That gives me 3 good advanced playmaker types. Rog, I'm interested in. Anyway, I think I've got a really good team going forward. I'll get another striker coming in an off-season that should be a little better than Milkman. Babacar hasn't been very good. I might try to move him in the off-season if I get an offer. Nikola Maksovic, I'm going to definitely probably try to get rid of, and maybe Churches. They're both unhappy. Neither one of them really played well this year. So I would love to have a better center back to pair in the middle there, and then also a little more coverage at wing back, because with Maggio out hurt all season, Haisage has had to play how many games? He's played 42 games with 3 additional appearances beyond that. So Haisage has played more than any other position player I have, other than maybe Insigne and Hamsik. I guess in Kaiwi, there's a few players that have played more than him, I suppose. I've only had 46 games total, so Insigne's started every game other than one basically this season, so he's been pretty key. But I don't have to. I could play Luan in there. I could get Luan into the team, and actually I'm going to go ahead and get Luan on this side as a winger. I'm going to get him a little playing time. There we go. I'll go ahead and submit the team here. And I know Hamsik isn't fully fit, but I'm going to give him a half, and then we'll sub on Zielinski or Rog. Rog if we're up, Zielinski if we're not. I'm not too worried about this game. You know, AC Milan and us are pretty close here. Probably draw is probably the most likely outcome if I had to guess. I don't know who Roma's playing next, but I suppose it's up here. They're playing Palermo. Palermo's pretty good. They'll have a bit of a challenge, but it's a home game. All right, we're going to go ahead and look at our opposition instructions here. I'm going to try to see. So Baca has had 27 goals this season. He's very good. Let's apply the advice to our team. I'm going to close down on Carlos Baca always. We'll go ahead and continue to our pep talk here. I'm going to give the defenders a solid defensive effort out there, boys. And I'm actually going to go ahead and start in a counter mentality here. Mixed passing, play out of defense, work ball into box. I think that should be pretty good. We're going to go ahead and switch to comprehensive highlights here. Alright, obviously we're in blue here, and AC Milan is in black and red. DeSiglio is one of the players I've got on my short list for wingback, so it'll be interesting to see how he plays. Nice steal by Insigne. Homfist moves it over to Haisage. Haisage had Luan up the wing there, but he decided to play it back to Jorginho, who plays Milik through, who plays Insigne on, and Insigne scores. That was really pretty movement there. Good start. Good start to the game. Really nice pass over the top by Jorginho. Milkman holds it up and threads it through to Insigne, who's barely onside, and Insigne finishes clinically. Good looking movement from the team there. I think if I recall, AC Milan's 4 points up on me, so I don't even have a chance to pass them in the table anyway. But a win or a draw would be good to secure third place here for sure. I don't want to have to rely on goal difference or anything like that. Good job, Milkman. Milkman holds it up and draws a foul. Milkman's played pretty well in the second half of the season here. I wouldn't mind keeping him on the roster, but he doesn't have enough speed to really give me a counter-attacking boost if I get ahead. For instance, I might put on Babacar in the second half here if I've still got a lead. Help me counterattacking a little more. Not a good play by Luan there. Nice. Woofed it up to Milkman, who kicks it out to Luan. Luan should be able to hit a cross. Insigne is a little too short to get on the end of it, but Jorginho works into the box before getting dispossessed. They've woofed it up to Baca, who's very, very dangerous, as I went over in the pregame. Kazuki Honda, back to Adriano, cross to Antonio, Antonelli, and Baca was there to get his head on the ball in the box, but it went high and wide, fortunately for us, because he's a very dangerous player. Good job playing target man by Milkman, but then he, just as I say good job, he gives the ball up. Would have been nice for him to lay that off. They're trying to hoof it over the top here, but Baco is offsides. We're going to switch to keep possession now. Luan gets into a dangerous position there, but his cross was kind of troggish, but it went out for a corner anyway, so that's good. Insigne hits the corner in to Diawara. Bounce out to Honda. Nothing really happening there. Got a throw in there into the field here. Diawara, Homsick, Jorginho. Over to Insigne. Insigne back to Haisaj, who moves it over to Homfist, to Gulam. Back to Jorginho, who takes a nice long shot, but their goalkeeper gets there. Got some pretty good ball movement going here. Got a slight edge in possession. Completing 88% of our passes is always nice. Uh-oh, Baca's got the ball. Danger. Closed him down really quickly, though. Alright, they got a corner here after banging it off my player. I've been really impressed with my team, and I don't want to curse it here, but against set pieces this year, I really haven't given up hardly any corner goals at all. I think it's Kayubi and Albiol kind of back there do a really good job of clearing the ball and maintaining good position. Or maybe they've cut down set piece goals in general quite a bit. I've scored a few. I scored a bunch early in the season, and I haven't scored one in about 3 months, I don't think. Gulam with a long throw in. Cleared out to him again. Homfist on the ball, top of the box. Homfist takes a shot into one of their players. We've still got possession here. Gulam's slowly working it up, and we cut out. That was the end of that highlight. Good steal there by Jorginho, but he immediately gives it back in kind of a bad position too. They kind of bumblefucked it forward there, and Honda took a shot which was deflected out for a corner. Matias with the corner in, cleared by Albiol. Good job by Albiol there. Honda with a free kick in, that was dangerous. Adriano flicked it onto the back post where Gomez was, and he couldn't get it on target. Antonelli was booked. We got another long throw. Whips it into Albiol. Back out to Diawara. Back to Gulam. That would have been a nice cross opportunity. We've been dispossessed, and they've got an opportunity for a break here. Baca dribbling forward. Luis Adriano on the ball. Kuko. You know they want to give it to Baca, but we've managed to win it back. Insigne on the break. Milkman doesn't have enough speed. He's offsides and he doesn't have enough speed. So in the second half, I might try to play a little different tactic here and sub Milkman off for Babacar. Babacar's got some pretty good speed. Nice header out by Albiol. DeSiglio on the ball. Ooh, Bonaventura with a fancy flick backwards. Now we're on the break. Back to Luan. Move it over to your left, Luan. Uh-oh. And they've got us back on the break. And, boy, that was fortunate. Honda open net. Our goalkeeper ran out to stop Baca, and Honda could not put it on target. They've kind of got the ball in a dangerous position here. Uh-oh. Hopefully that's only a yellow. Okay, yellow card we can deal with. Kazuki Honda's good at free kicks, though. Gets it on target, but Reina's there. Whew. That was really good movement by AC Milan. Fortunately, we were able to stop it. Throw in by Haisaj. Kicked it all the way across to Gulam. Switched that field there. Gulam to Jorginho. Jorginho across to Haisaj. I wish he would cross that in, and he finally did. Now they've got a counterattack with Baca on the ball. Flips it over to Adriano. Back to Honda. Honda gets a shot on target there. Boy, I bet they're wishing he could have made that shot earlier when he had an open net, because Reina was all over it. Our pass completion rates dropped to about 81%. Insigne with a free kick whips into the box. Could not get it on target. Goal kick. Haisaj throw in to Jorginho. Switches the field to Gulam. Gulam back into Insigne. Back to Hamfist. To Milkman, who gets a shot. Milan at the edge. Tries to cross it and it goes out for a corner. That was a pretty good opportunity for Milkman there. Got it on target. Good save. Oh, piddling around in the box. We almost got a goal there. Deflection fell to Jorginho, and he hit it into one of the defenders. Diawara over to Luan. Luan plays Milkman through, and boy, was that close. Boy, was that ever close. That's probably our best chance of the half. I couldn't tell if it went off the post or it was deflected. Either way, it was really close. Good movement by the team in general. Milkman is holding the ball up, passes it off to Gulam. Gulam crosses it into Milkman, and there he is. That was really, really sweet. Sweet movement in general, and good job holding it up by Milkman, who flicks it out to Gulam, and then Milkman gets on the end of his own. He set up the play by making a key pass out there wide to Gulam in the first place. And after setting up the play, he went ahead and got on the end of it. As much as I probably shouldn't here, I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and throw on Niang because he's my fastest player. We're going to go ahead and throw on Niang at striker. And I'm going to go ahead and say Dokic can place it despite the score, and we're going to go into defensive. We're going to play a little bit more direct. We're going to pass into space, clear the ball to the flanks, take that off, and we're going to run at defense. We're going to play pretty direct sprinting soccer here. Okay, and then Jorginho probably needs to be subbed off here as well. I'm going to go ahead and use Peter Zulinski just so we don't get... Well, you know, we're up... Well, yeah, let's go ahead and sub him off so we don't have a problem with a second yellow potentially. Homsick is pretty tired too. I probably shouldn't have subbed on Niang. I'm going to go crazy and use all three of my subs here. Marco Rog. Yeah, I'm going for all three subs at halftime. We'll see how it turns out for me. Looks like we have a potential for a counterattack that we decided to fizzle back instead. Luan getting up the line, passes it over to Zielinski, to Rog, to Niang, back to Luan. Boy, you know, for playing defensive, we gave up a really quick counter there. That's frustrating. Oh, he was offsides. Whew. Switching the ball to the bottom would be nice if he would do it. Ah! Instead they give the ball away. That's okay. I'm going to actually switch back to playing the ball out of defense. I don't want to clear it to the flanks. I'll exploit both flanks though. We were wolfing the ball at field too much, giving up possession, giving them more attacks, and they're getting men over on us, and they're really going into attacking now, so I don't want to do that. We will play a little more direct once we get the ball, hopefully, here, because we got a fast player on the pitch. That's the reason I put... Oh, my lord, that was close. The reason we put Niang on as striker here is to hopefully get a chance at a fast break goal. That's something Milkman didn't really have in his repertoire. Diawara's got a yellow card at some point. That's not good. Okay, well, they're back in it. So they get a goal off of a free kick here. That's unfortunate. It's okay though, as long as we can keep a draw, we're top 3 for sure. Good job, Luan. Way to beat your marker. Crosses it into the goalie though. Didn't do a very good job finishing that. Uh-oh. Got a corner kick coming up. Gulam did a good job clearing that outside, not letting Baca get to it. Got another corner. They're putting on some pressure on us now. Alright, run out there somebody. Defend. Don't let Baca... Alright. We got a throw in here. Rog's got the ball to Niang. Niang tries to put a cross in, wins a corner. Nice! That was a good goal. Albiol flicks it over to... Sorry, Kayubi flicks it over to Albiol, and Albiol finishes. We've had, or like I said earlier in the video here, early in the season, this was quite the combination, with Albiol flicking it on to Kayubi on the back post. Haven't had one in about 3 months. Got one now. And that was a very good goal. Hopefully that should, with a 2-goal lead now, help us carry this game out here. And they're going to have to go attacking, which makes me pretty happy about having Niang on there. Or even Overload, they might even have to go. Nice. Having my speedy players at striker gives us a little bit of punch in that counter, hopefully. I scored with Babacar a couple games ago on a fast counter. But generally haven't been very good at that this season because mostly we've played Milkman as striker. Be nice if we would chase that one down. Good job, Albiol. Nice, got a counter now. Hit Insigne, there you go. Insigne with the overlap, up to Haisage. Nothing really doing. Still not hitting it quite fast enough, and we get caught out. And they countered a little better than we did there. That's okay. Gulam with his long throw, specialty. and it'll go out for a corner. Let's see if we can get it back to Albiol over to Kayubi again. Oop, Albiol tries the direct on target front post. Couldn't quite get there. We've been caught out a little bit here. Baca gets to the end line, and that should be a goal, but we've got a marvelous save by Pepe Reina instead. Really got in trouble there. Oh. And then our counterattack, this is kind of getting a little hectic. I might try and do a little more mixed passing. Nice, there you go, Niang. Now I want to see what Niang can do on the ball, and he can't do anything. There you go. Come on, through. Ugh. Niang tried to do it all himself there, which is what I'm asking from him, and he did a decent job. He just couldn't beat the last man. When you enter that full counter-attacking style of offense, you really need that striker to be able to do a lot on his own, whether it's beating an opponent off the dribble or just straight beating him for pace. And unfortunately, he doesn't quite have enough skills to do that yet. There you go. Although, as I say that, he gets through and misses wide on a really easy shot on target there. Hopefully next year I'll have a little better setup at the striker positions. Oof. That was close to getting a penalty. I do like to have a little more speed. I like a target man like Milkman. He's fine, but he needs to do a little better job passing in general if he wants to be a starter at target man for me. Didn't really have many assists this year. Not as many as I would like anyway. And so if I'm not going to have a really good target man who can hold the ball up and facilitate my other players, then I really want a striker with some wheels, so that in these situations I can have some counter goals, easy counter goals. Oh. Now they're just taking long shots. Feeling pretty confident at this point. Insigne with the free kick to Kayubi. Uh-oh. Got Sosa on a counter here. He's got a runner in the middle, several runners in the middle, and again Pepe Reina with an awesome save. Reina's having the true player of the match in my opinion here. He's made 3 or 4 saves that have really helped us. Come on, Nan, get upfield. There you go. Go, go, go. Beat him for pace. Not what I was looking for. Reina with another save. Boy, is he good. Gulam with his wonderful long throw. But looks like we're going to get hit by a counter here. That's some counter. There you go. Come on. Go, Niang. Ah, he just cannot. They must have a good center back. I haven't really looked at that guy's stats, but he has single-handedly stopped Niang like 3 or 4 times from, you know, last man standing type stops, getting the ball back. Pretty pleased with how we've shut down Baca today. He hasn't hurt us. This is not a good play by Luan there to give the ball up. There you go. Let's get a break going here. Young, you got too much around you. You got to pass back there, buddy. Young is not playing well at that striker spot. Ooh, that was close to getting a penalty there. Yeah, Niang is not doing what I was hoping he would do. Might have been better off with Milkman anyway. Oop. Well, we're going to add insult to injury there. Insigne gets a sugar on top goal. Nice pass from Zelensky. Insigne just takes a shot from the top of the box, and their goalkeeper just doesn't do well with it. Not the best looking goal from their perspective. But boy, we really played well. This might be our best match of the season, honestly. That was really awesome. So that was a good job ending the season. You know, we didn't need the win. We could have secured third place with a draw, but that being said, I was really pleased with the win, obviously. This will be the end of the year table here. We finished with 75 points. The best team in the league had 79 points. So we were 4 points off the league leaders and 1 point off of the second place team, AC Milan, who we just beat 4-1. In general, I think we played very, very well against the top of the table. We either won or draw against most of these teams. I think generally we had a lot more points off of these top 10 teams than probably the rest of the top of the table did, other than maybe Juventus. But the biggest problem we had was we lost to 20th place Crotone twice, and I believe we lost to one of these other bottom feeders too. Yeah, we lost several games and drew against teams that were really, really bottom of the table. Losing 2 games against, we lost 2 games against Crotone, who had 6 wins total. So that's the type of stuff that, you know, with 6 more points off of games that we absolutely should have won, we're looking at a first place finish instead of a third place finish. Yeah. And it wasn't due to lack of depth or anything like that either. It was just kind of the way it went. Juventus retained the Serie A trophy. AC Milan's hopes are over. We're going to go ahead and send our assistants to that. Curtain comes down on Serie A. We qualify for our Champions Cup. And the board's going to set our initial budgets. They set an initial transfer budget of 19 million and a payroll of 130 million, which means we've got actually a lot of payroll available because we're currently only committed to spending 114 million, so we've got 16 million a year open. And we got one guy coming in. Wait, he's leaving? How is Kyubi leaving? Oh, we rejected that. Shit, I thought he was leaving. I was so worried. Here's one of the guys I'm really looking to sign, maybe. Not good at finishing, but he's a solid, well-rounded, defensive, physical player. Really good physical stats. He's got a 15 in marking, a 15 in tackling. His positioning is 15. Determination is 15. Good solid aggression as well. He's going to be a great ball-winning midfielder if we can sign him. He'll be really fun to have on the team. Good work rate. Good acceleration, strength, stamina, pace, etc. Natural fitness, 15. He's pretty decent technically. Not good attacking. His vision's not good, but his passing's okay. He's got 13 passing. What else here is composure's pretty solid for a defensive player. His concentration's pretty good, and his decisions are pretty good for a defensive player as well. Vision, teamwork, all that decent. He should be a very interesting player. We'll see what we can get him for. He's right at the top end of our budget, so we might have to see if we can sell somebody before we get him in. And we... Sweet. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, that'll wrap up our season here. We finished very strong. We had, I can't see, I don't know why it doesn't show. It's not showing everything correctly here. That's weird. It's only showing back to... It's got everything all screwed up. That's really weird. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 matches in a row to finish the season out, including away wins against Roma and AC Milan. Really, really solid season for the team. Very pleased with them. Here's the overall squad I'll go over. We had 15 goals from Insigne with 13 assists. He was our best scorer. That's pretty solid scoring record. Milkman had 13 goals, 5 assists. Hamsik had 11 goals with 5 assists, but I think he could have played a little better. Callejon with 8 goals and 5 assists. And then after that, it just kind of drops from there. Kayubi and Raul Albiol each had 3 goals. Luan did pretty well. And then let's look at the assists here as well. Diawara, Haisaj both had a good amount of assists. Let's go ahead and look at our average rating. Kayubi, Albiol, Haisaj. Gulam, Strinik. Diawara had a good season. Especially for a guy that didn't, he wasn't a starter to begin with. And then let's go down and look at the players that didn't have that great of a season here. Niang and Babacar, 2 additions that just did not play very well. Besic and Luan, also additions that could have played better. Wasn't really pleased with them. None of my additions were really that great for me. Hopefully next season we'll have a little better luck with them. We'll go ahead and praise Kayubi for that. Alright, that'll take us to the end of the season. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode.